you give me an option with a bit shorter one?
Yeah,
but,
I'll do a short one.
Apart from that, everything's fine.
Cool, let's just do a quick short.
The 16th hole is unusual. It's a dogleg from left to right. I feel like I don't say that much at Obama Golf Club. Most holes are from right to left.
Golf or sport can really define you, but the commitment that you've put into that sport, you can put into something else.
I am a rookie again. If you said to me, go and play a round of golf, that's been my routine for 20 years. And now I'm learning a new routine for this job.
I finally feel part of a team. And when you're out there golfing, it can be quite lonely. Yeah, I absolutely love it, and I enjoy telling these players' stories.
Very happy I made the decision to stop playing when I did. And yeah, I'm definitely very happy with the career transition I've chosen.
And this for the championship. It's the 8th staging of the Tenerife Ladies Open, and we have a new winner on tour, and her name is Felicity Johnson.
It's all a bit surreal at the moment, really, but I've worked so hard for this, so it's just fantastic that it's finally come together for me. It just feels fantastic right now. It's all just starting to sink in.
Even though it was 16 years ago, I remember it all pretty clearly. You only win your first event once, so it's been great to come back here this week. Different golf course, but just being back in Tenerife and knowing that the players are playing for a trophy which my name is on is a really nice feeling. I played on the LET from 2007 until last year when I made the move into refereeing, and that's what I'm doing this season. Since I was 9 years old, I wanted to be a pro. I was fortunate enough to do that. 18 years on tour on the LET, I'm playing in the States as well. So I had a great time doing it. So my entire working life had been a professional golfer. I still enjoy playing golf, but I was at the stage where I just don't want to count the shots anymore.
I still remember the moment where I thought I'm done, and it was actually at the US Open, which was quite strange. I wasn't feeling how I thought I should feel at a US Open, being around the best players in the world, wanting to take it to new levels. I would say it was at least 2 years in the making of trying to set things in place for when I did eventually finish. And actually looking back now I've thought about it, when I used to go down to the Weetabix and watch the Women's Open with my friends, we always wanted to be interviewed by Hazel Irvine on the golf cart. Now I think, did I want to just be on the golf cart? Did I want to be the interviewer or the interviewee? I think it shows its teeth, doesn't it, this golf course from the 13th tee box onwards, but there is some respite on 17. There's a chance to get there in two, as Nuria just showed. I absolutely love it, and I enjoy telling these players' stories. It's something which I thought was really important when I played on tour, and yeah, they're not relatable. They're really, really good. And that's why I always think, oh, I don't know how relatable these are anymore, because they're just incredible players.
I wasn't quite sure until very early spring in 2024, and then it just sort of happened. I've always been very interested in course setup and pin positions, and I kind of thought about how I could move into that side of things, in setting up the course, and the refereeing is the first step and part of that. I'm learning more and more in terms of setting it up and making the local rules and the conversations that we have, but just the day-to-day thing of learning how the process works. Right, we get to a tournament, what's the first thing we do? Go walk the course, learn the layout, learn the buggy routes. Although I might have been to a course before, but I've walked it, not driven it. So it's just little things that you might not think about.
I remember sat in the car saying, I really struggle with pronunciations, and Naga, when it's pronunciations, I went, yeah, that. I'm good at the Thai names, because you can break them down. The French and the Spanish names I'm not as great at, but I am practicing. We're on the left, 2, 4, 3, water on the right. The thing is with commentary, if you prepare, you should be all right. Obviously, when that red light goes on, anything can happen, and you have to be okay with something potentially going wrong. But it feels like if something goes wrong, there's people there to help you, whereas if something goes wrong on that golf course, you feel like it's just all on you. Chance to get there in two, as Nuria just showed.
But even with that, it's the possibility of fluctuation, isn't it, with a reachable par 5?
Richard Kaufman, I mean, he's the safest pair of hands in commentary that I've ever worked with. He helps me every show we do. He's worked out what my strengths are, so he's always asking me questions which he knows I'm going to have the answer to. His work ethic is incredible, so that rubs off on me.
Dawn and Nick have been great this year, and when I was doing my exams last year, Ash was great at whatever questions I had and I was able to go out and shadow for Mr. Cut, which happened a few times last year. I could go out with Ash or Dawn or whoever on a buggy and watch what they do in setting up the golf course. So I say the three of them have been really good at pointing me in the right direction. Give it a few years, or hopefully a couple of years, and I'll know, right, this is exactly how I do things, but I am a rookie again.
Hi, my name is Sophie Walker. I'm from England and 2007 is my rookie year on the European Tour.
I'm a bit heavier there, aren't I? I'm wearing pink, which was the England colours, so I suppose I still wanted to feel like I was representing England at the time. I was leading in Tenerife. I was like, this is easy. And then I had a poor final round. I finished like just inside the top 20.
Lovely putt from Sophie Walker.
New to the professional ranks, and she'll be very happy with her week.
I think, yeah, I started well. I kept my car quite comfortably, but I think my mentality started to change a little bit. It's about making cuts and instead of trying to win, whereas when I first came out, it was very much like win, win, win. I want to do that. My whole rookie year, the first few years were just brilliant, travelling around and then getting to meet some of my best friends like Nikki Garrett. I met her in my first ever Ladies European Tour event.
My closest friends out here, Beth Ellen and Hannah Burke, were the ones that I travelled with, and we shared a lot of apartments over the years. And there's a lot of us that have been around for a long time. Becky Brewerton, Marianne Scarpnord, Lydia Horde. It's kind of, we're all a similar sort of age. Sophie Walker, we played junior golf together for kind of Midland, England stuff, and then played for England together in GB&I, so she's somebody else that I've known for a long time.
Playing my first Women's Open, that was at St Andrews on the old course. It was the first time as women had played an Open there. That was insane, absolutely loved it. The R&A came to me and said, would you try and qualify for the Women's Open? And you know, maybe we could document it. I think it'd be really good. And I thought to myself, no, I've played in it. I've played in it and I played in it there. My new goal is to commentate there. So I got given the floater group on the Sunday. So I got paired with Flick Johnson and it was her first time commentating. And so I said to my producer, I think I'm going to go and follow Lydia Ko. So we followed her for the back nine and she got up and down on 16. And Flick said to me, you're going to have to call the winning putt. And I don't call winning putts, like I'm not the lead, but I was in that situation. So I had to quickly scribble down some stuff because you should always write down the lines. Yeah, and then me and Flick called the winning shots and putts for Lydia Ko. So that was cool, like to do that and then to still have, you know, Flick by my side doing it in a totally different capacity.
My first event was in Saudi this year. So I was hoping to keep a low profile, but the first day, Charlie Hall needed a ruling live TV on the 12th hole, and that was my little area, so off I went. 10 months ago I was on a team with her, and now I'm kind of giving a ruling away from a pipe. So yeah, she was great, and no, it kind of eased me very quickly.
Felicity Johnson, Flick, the referee, helping Nana out here.
My first year commentating, well, it was the COVID year. So the isolation was great, but actually it was good because it made me really work hard. I didn't have anything else to do other than research every player, reach out to every player. So that social aspect for rookie playing was amazing, like physically meeting people. And then it was the opposite when I was commentating. The nerves were still there. I still remember Tenerife being quite nervous on that first tee and then the red button going on when I started the commentary. It's just like golf and commentating, you just got to fake it till you make it and just pretend that everything's absolutely fine, even when you're not feeling it.
Somebody says, why did you retire? And it's just, I knew it was the right time. When you do start to think about it, it's really easy to panic and not know what you want to go into next. You've had a very successful career, you sort of find a little niche or a little avenue you want to go down and then just pursue it.
You have been your own CEO for however many years. Yeah, just basically it will be all right. And I've never met anybody yet that has stopped golf that has been unhappier. I think we put ourselves through the mill massively on the golf course and we're a lot kinder to ourselves now we've stopped.